I think some of you are still confused about the male gaze versus the female gaze, so let me break it down for you. This is the male gaze. This is also the male gaze. This is the female gaze, and so is this.
When it comes to self-improvement, and more specifically looks maxing, we're all doing this for one specific reason, and it's to get more female attention. Whether or not you really want to admit it, that's kind of where this all originates from. And sadly, so many guys out there, they are doing looks maxing to where they cater to the male gaze, aka they are doing what other men find attractive, but women actually aren't even attracted to this. When it comes to your overall aesthetic, here's the fine line that we want to walk. So we want other men, straight men, to be saying that you look gay. And then we want women to be simping for you. If other straight dudes are not saying you look gay, you're not adhering to the female gaze, man. I just gotta be straight up.
I just tell the truth. And telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies.
So today, we're just gonna go over the primary differences between the male gaze and the female gaze, and how you can optimize the female gaze to look as attractive as possible and get more girls than ever before. Let's get it. Now, in my last female gaze video, I actually had a lot of criticism from people saying that this only works for younger girls and older women really don't like it. First of all, I have noticed that older women, like 30 plus and less attractive women,
Do you think men are important? Like for what?
they are more attracted to the male gaze, like the just traditionally masculine guy. And if that's the girls that you want to go for the female gaze. But if you want to date women who are more attractive in their 20s, you should definitely be going for the female gaze.
I'll show you 4 different male physiques. I want you to choose the most attractive one, okay?
Okay.
All right, so this is number 1.
Okay.
This is number 2.
Yeah.
This is number 3.
Uh-huh.
And this is number 4. What's your favorite?
Number 1.
Number 1?
Yeah, 1, 2.
Okay, number 1. Thank you. It's my physique, number 1. Yeah, number 1. Yeah.
The physique is obviously the number one area that every single guy gets wrong. They're trying to get as big and bulky as possible, lift 3 plates on each side, just going crazy with the gym. And the thing is, most girls don't even find this attractive. I have done street interviews, other guys have done street interviews, they've done so many polls, and just about every single woman is most attracted to the male model physique, like Brad Pitt in the movie Fight Club, because it looks like something you naturally attained from sports, a healthy lifestyle. It doesn't look like you have an obsession with the gym. With all of this stuff, you never want to look like you're too obsessed with your looks, whether it's your physique, whether it's your face. So you want to have the most naturally attainable, lean, wiry, aesthetic physique. You'll notice that all these models, celebrities, the woman go nuts over, it's exactly this male model physique. So you got to get the physique down if you want to adhere to the female gaze. Hair is obviously a huge one. So when it comes to hair, you will notice every single guy, they always go through a buzz cut phase. They always want to slick it back. They want to look as masculine as possible with the hairstyle. And the thing is, women typically don't respond to this. Look at what women are responding to. Timothée Chalamet with the longer hair, or the guys with the fluffy TikTok style, man.
That's the end of the video, man. Obviously, the TikTok hairstyle is freaking popular. It's so crazy right now.
And I even did street interviews once again, and the fluffy hairstyle was the most aesthetic hairstyle to girls. So when it comes to the hairstyle, just know, man, fades, they're out of the business if you want to adhere to the female gaze. You want longer, scissor cut on the sides and the back, some hair at least like down to the eyes. This is going to be the optimal hairstyle to really get the girls going, man. I think one of the biggest differences between the male and the female gaze has to be accessories. In the male gaze, every single guy, they're saying that accessories look gay on a guy, like rings, earrings, nose piercings. They think it's too homosexual. They don't want to do it. But women go nuts over this shit, man. So you gotta have some jewelry if you really want to adhere to this. And by the way, all these things, I really want you to resonate with each and every one. So I want you to do what makes you feel the most confident. And for me, whatever gets me the most female validation and makes me feel the most confident is gonna be the best choice, man. And I notice I get tons and tons of positive reactions whenever I wear more accessories. So a couple to keep in mind: earrings are always a go-to. I think a good nose ring always looks dope. And rings, a watch, a bracelet always looks good. But just keep in mind, don't go cringy with it. Like, don't go all gold, all these Cubans, because that just looks Way too bad. Fashion is also a huge one. So I've noticed the male gaze with fashion, it is extremely boring. It is just like some chinos, a button up, and only like the most basic bland stuff ever. This is the male gaze. This is what other men think looks attractive. But the female gaze is a lot more fashionable, man. It's like having the really baggy jeans with a tight top. More so adhering to some fashion trends so you actually look good. All you have to do is look at all these pretty boys that all these girls are simping for on the internet. What are they wearing? They are wearing super baggy clothes. A lot of them are wearing more edgy aesthetics that just look a lot cooler than just the most bland basic outfit you could put together. When it comes to fashion, my best piece of advice, keep up to date with what is actually trending in the fashion industry. What are male models wearing? What are these influencers wearing? Because this is typically going to be more female gaze. And yes, it sucks. You got to keep up with trends. You got to change your style every now and then, but it's going to adhere much more to the female gaze. If you're watching this, obviously you know how much women actually respond to taller men. So if you want to increase your height, by the way, it is only 60 to 80% genetic, 20 to 40% environmental, and 92% of Americans have vitamin and nutrient deficiencies. So if you want to optimize your height growth genetics, you have to pick up Titan Growth 2.0 on kalosique.com. It has all the vitamins and nutrients, 500 to 1000% of everything, so that you do not have any deficiencies, so that you can optimize your height growth to the fullest. In addition, Aries Rage is going to make sure that your testosterone is boosted by at least 37% with Tanga Ali, Maca, Boron, Zinc, all to optimize your hormones, which once again will help you grow even taller if you're able to at the moment. Back to the video. Body hair is probably going to be one of the more controversial things on this list. So the male gaze is having as much body hair as possible, chest hair, whole bunch of armpit hair, a big gruely beard. And the thing is, once again, you just got to look at the models, the pretty boys. What are women actually responding to? They're responding to more clean shaven guys from the eyebrows down. For example, a male model literally cannot have facial hair. I'm not allowed to show up to castings with facial hair. So clean shaven, if you've got a jawline, is always the move. Shaving the chest, making sure the armpits are not shaved but trimmed so they don't look just unruly and wild. Trimming those pubes, shaving the balls, like the most basic men's hygiene just to take care of yourself. I mean, don't go crazy with it and shave your whole body, but just letting all the body hairs just get unruly, in my opinion, is kind of disgusting hygiene-wise, and that is fully the male gaze. The female gaze is taking care of yourself. The last thing on the agenda today is going to be body language. Now, the male gaze, when it comes to body language, do you know those douchebags who walk into a place doing the invisible lat spread? You know, like they just spread out as wide as possible. They're trying to take up like just an obscene amount of space when they really don't need to. This just shows a lot of insecurity. Now, a confident man with the female gaze, he's going to walk in there very confident, head up, shoulders back, but he's not doing this fake bullshit where he has to pretend he's way wider than he really is, try to death stare every single guy he walks by. This is insecure. This is the male gaze. This is what a lot of men are out here doing because they think it looks more masculine, more aggressive, but no, it just makes you look insecure. So if you want to adhere once again to the female gaze, you got to get the body language down to where you look very confident, but you don't radiate insecurity with your body language. It's a fine line that you need to walk, but you got to do it. That's it for today, boys. Once again, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I love each and every one of you guys with all my heart. Peace.